Madison with DeerHunterFan But TV. Sitting here in the blind, as you can see, and checking some trail cams this afternoon, specifically for new pictures of Dagger. This week's episode, gonna have a quick look back on some strategy, that I've been putting in trying to get Dagger, and then we also are gonna jump in with Josh Heath. He was able to get his first filmed deer kill with DeerHunterFan, so very exciting. We'll jump into the action right now. Tuesday afternoon, just past 2 o'clock. Gonna get ready to head up into the woods, go in my climber, and what I'm calling the ambush stand. That tree there with my climber is 100 yards or so up the trail from where the scrape is, where Dagger was caught on camera last at 7 p.m. So idea is to move a little further up the trail. I'm actually at a spot where it splits. I sat there Sunday night, had a little 4-point come through, and that was it. It was raining. Today it rained this morning, sprinkled a little bit ago. The pressure is high. It's over 30. And this evening's hunt could really turn into something. I got a feeling that deer are going to be on their feet this afternoon, so that's why I want to hurry up here and get in the stand nice and early, and hopefully, with any luck, we can finally lay eyes on a shooter this season.
Alright, all set in the ambush tree. I really do like this spot. So went up a couple feet higher than the other night, just because I had that little buck come from behind me coming down the hill, and when they first start down the hill, they're at eye level with you, so gotta be really careful not to move a muscle when a deer's coming from behind me. Of course, I am a little worried that an older, more mature deer will still pick you out of the tree without you even moving, but I scoot around the side of the tree a little more, so I have a little more cover of the tree between me and any deer coming down behind me, and we'll see what happens. It's obviously set up for something to come out right in front of us, and I have a pretty steep angle, pretty downhill shot, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention, bury that pin lower on that deer. It's supposed to just be a nice overcast, quiet afternoon, just like this, the whole evening, so no deer yet. It's already 6 o'clock. No deer. Sure has gotten colder too. I had to put my coat on. It's rained pretty much the whole hunt to some extent. Kind of a sprinkle, but we're running out of time today. Hopefully something comes through. two doe out feeding in one of the next fields over. So that's what we're hoping for here. I am willing to fill another doe tag tonight. Let's see what happens here. The Sinclair LC Company food plot. We're on the South food plot tonight. Let's go, baby. Well, I guess I'm gonna do my intro and my outro. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna get another arrow on. Oh, that was awesome.
That was so cool. It's October 24th. Had a heck of a cold front come through overnight. And I'm gonna try to be quiet here. Never know what could happen. It went from about 64 degrees down to 42 in a couple hours. I got to my stand this morning, had a little buck bedded under it, and I didn't spook him out. Just grunted at him, and he kinda took off. Just walked off. I didn't spook him at all. And I had this doe come out down the field going towards the corn, and I got the bleat can out. Bleated at her 5 or 6 times. She didn't act like she even cared. All of a sudden she starts grunting. Starts running up the field to me. Comes to about 25, 30 yards, and I smoked her. I smoked her. She almost went down. She almost went down by the woods down there. It's all on video. This is awesome. Call Brian. Man, this is cool.
No kidding. Dude, that's awesome. Good shot then. Yep. Sweet, dude. Dude.
They're going right through that doe is. Four of them.
Hey! Get out of there!
Saturday morning. Josh shot a doe a little earlier. I'm hunting with the decoy this morning because of that doe that Ez's tree stand picked out. I thought that maybe if I put the decoy out there, I could accomplish a couple things. One, I figured if those does came to the edge of the field, they'd just leave. woods, stared at the decoy, snorted, and left. But the main reason I have the decoy is because of that scrape over there. I put the antler ice in and made a mock scrape about 5 feet away from it. If a buck came to work that scrape, I want him to look out here and see that decoy, and I would think I'd wind up getting a shot at that buck. But no, that's a pretty slow morning, really. I'm really surprised. The temperatures dropped huge overnight, like 30 degrees overnight temperature drop, and it's gonna stay here in the 40s now. It's been so hot the last few days. I really think that today, pretty much all day would probably be a good hunt, but not in the right stand for that for sure. This is kind of a first light setup for a buck, hoping to catch one coming off these fields, working scrapes on the edge of fields before they head into the woods for the day. But that didn't happen. It's 9 o'clock and a part of me really wants to sit here for another hour and a half, but I'm gonna go help Josh get that deer that he shot. Really excited for him. Sounds like he got some real good video of a pretty cool encounter there, and I know he's really pumped to have gotten that shot on video. It's been a learning curve for him since he started filming with us a couple weeks ago, and he's really committed to really try and do a good job, so I'm really happy for him. I can't tell you one thing, I've only ever had, out of all my hunts using a decoy, probably 4 or 5 in my entire hunting career using a deer decoy. Let's say if I've done it 4 times, twice I've had it as a buck, and twice I've had it as a doe, and I've had small bucks come into it. I've had other bucks look at it, not come to it. But I'm gonna say I can only remember once that a doe saw it and didn't leave or bug out. Does, for some reason, hate decoys. That's the luck I have with that. Whether it's been the doe decoy or the buck decoy, if a doe sees it, they are gone. But I don't hunt with a decoy to try to get a shot at a doe. Like I told you what my plan was. I just didn't want a buck to come to the edge of the woods, work that scrape, and never get in the field. I think that would have at least drawn him to the edge of the field, and that's all I need. I can shoot my mock scrape. If he's in the mock scrape, I can shoot him. If he's in the real scrape that's 5 feet back, I can't shoot. So that's why I put that mock scrape there right on the edge of the field. And that's why I had the decoy in the field, but it was a no-go. It was a no-go this morning. Even though it feels like a perfect morning to see a big buck. I don't want to get down, but I have to. But I don't want to. That's how good of a morning this feels, even after that doe blew up over there. This just feels like a great morning.
So we're down here on the blood trail. She heading down here, almost fell twice. We got good blood. Couldn't find the arrow, but the field's real soft, so we just have to go for that for now, and hopefully we find her here in a bit. This time she almost fell. Hold on, let me get my head.
Nice job. It was quite a track job. I think we're all bleeding somewhere. She went through the thickest, nastiest stuff. I mean, just zigzagging 10 feet at a time, zigzagging everything you wouldn't think could mortally hit deer would do.
Yeah.
They usually go as straight as they can, cover as much ground until they can anymore, and she did exactly the opposite. But let's get up here.
Alright, Brian, if you want to watch out, I'll make you a trail, buddy.
Yep.
I got a good trail here.
Oh, do ya?
I'm just getting behind Brian.
Okay. Here, you hold that there. Do not let go. Alright.
You good?
Yep. Where is she?
I don't know. Brian's got good eyes.
I can see her.
Oh yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Little back. Coyotes got her. Coyotes already got to her. Unreal.
I knew they were in here. Nice mature doe, man.
I can't believe the coyotes got her that fast, dude. That's horrible. Yeah, we'll do an interview from the other side, but that's too bad. I mean, what time did you shoot her? 3 hours ago? But
Yeah.
we had I mean, you gotta wait. You gotta give a deer, bow hit deer, at least an hour. We gave her 2. You tried to scare the coyotes off.
It's in the video. You'll see it.
When there, you can only do so much.
Yeah. Nice doe.
It was.
Nice
That's why the zigzagging. All the coyotes were hunting her.
Hunting her. I knew that's why she was running.
That's why she never laid down.
You know what I mean? That's exactly what it was.
That's crazy. I mean, I've never ran into this New York middle of the day. Shoot a doe within 3 hours. Coyotes are on it.
No,
Better call the old girlfriend quick.
That's a nice doe too.
that's why I come down here so fast when he called me. I was gonna load the 4-wheeler up, but he said those coyotes were on it. I knew if they had picked that blood up, they were gonna be.
Oh, we got her. Probably back in the thickest stuff on this property, honestly. Nice old doe. The circumstances when we found her wasn't very good. The coyotes already got to her. Just after a few hours. You know, I seen them come out, so kind of figured that was gonna happen. But still happy with her. You know, thanks to these guys for helping. There's a long, nasty track through the nasty stuff down on the lease, so I'm happy.
I just got done tracking Josh's deer. I got it good, man. I got it real good through that nasty, thick briars and thorn apples and everything else that grows spikes grows back in there. But we found her. So there was, you know, the way it went down with Josh's doe, it's only so much you can do. His lighted knock didn't go off, so he wasn't 100% sure where he hit that deer. And the deer obviously didn't look good when she left the field. And as soon as those coyotes went through, he got down and started tracking her. But there, she went across a ditch that was almost knee-high, over knee-high, full water. Very hard to get across, find a spot to cross it. And then she just went in the thickest stuff. It was such slow tracking, and it had been about an hour since he started that before I got there. And then he came and got me, and we went through there just inch by inch, pushing through this, just the nastiest stuff ever to track through. And by the time we found her, the coyotes already had gotten to her. And I'm sure that when Ryan and Josh were there tracking the first time, they probably pushed the coyotes off of her. They were very close to her. Very close to finding her when they backed out and came and got me to join the process. But either way, big mature doe, and you're gonna, it's tough with coyotes. Very tough. You never know what the right call is, because if you wind up bumping the deer because for some reason the shot was different than what you thought it was, it's a tough call to make when you're in that situation. And a lot of times you just got to hope that the coyotes don't get your animal before you do. But it's pretty crazy to think in the middle of the day around here in western New York that a deer on the ground for 2.5 hours gets hit by coyotes. So it's a tough one. But either way, Josh did a great job filming the kill, and I know he was super pumped, and I was very excited for him. So I'm gonna go back checking these trail cams, as I said, looking for new pictures of Dagger. But going forward, we won't be getting pictures of Dagger anymore, and you'll see that on next week's episode. I'm Brian Madison with DeerHunterFan TV. Thanks for watching.